Well, for my next project of the weekend, pretty different from anything I've ever worked on the YouTube channel. We've got this piece of work of weightlifting equipment. This is a leg extension. If you don't know, my family owns a gym. That's a separate deal that I'm pretty much not hardly involved in at all, but in this instance, we've had this leg extension that the original welds cracked here and here, probably about a year ago now, and we repaired it here in the shop. Our fabricator did, and it didn't get quite what it needed when he worked on it. So what's happened is this post that the pad is attached to and this arm that the weights sit on have bent towards each other. They're supposed to move right beside each other as this comes up, and currently it's not scraping, but it's extremely close. So since they've bent in, there's a spot here I can show you. So you can see here where this has been scraping, and you can actually kind of hear it. So you can see here and here where he did his repairs, this weld cracked on the original construction, and this weld cracked, and his new weld actually also cracked right here, but the welds really don't look that good. Neither of them do. So you can see that they've both bent into where they're scraping now. So both of them need to be moved away again. So after my last video with the BestArc welder, they sent me a plasma cutter as well. And I think I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to use that, because I think what we need, since both of these have bent in towards each other like this, the metal has obviously stretched here and over here. So I think we're gonna have to remove some material to give ourselves the ability to angle this back and angle that back that way. So I'm gonna use the plasma cutter for that. So I'm gonna grind and cut off these old welds and probably remove just a little bit of the tube on both of these so that we can spread this and then tack this back in place and see if it operates good. But we'll see. I want to see if I can get this thing working again, because it's been sitting in here in our shop waiting to be worked on for a long time. And we really ought to get it back into the gym so that people can start using it again. Okay, so this is the BestArc plasma cutter. I don't know exactly what model it is. The BTC 500 DP. I did use this thing a little bit the other day, just to kind of test it out. I had a little trouble getting it figured out at first, but I think I've got it for the most part now. Alright, still got way too much air pressure. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I think I'm gonna have to grind most of that old weld off of there. I gotta say, if you're someone like me that's never used a plasma cutter before, and you've only ever cut steel with like cut-off discs or band saws, sawzalls, it is a weird feeling seeing how easily a plasma cutter can just cut through steel. I pretty effectively cut this entire weld off the top, and I cut a little extra off the corner to give it a little room to, I almost kind of made a triangle so that it has a gap to close whenever I pull this arm this way. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut out what's left of this weld on this side too, because it's all breaking, and I'd rather just have a fresh surface, and I kind of need to give myself a little bit of extra room in there also. Yeah, we're creating quite a bit of clearance now when I pull on that. So I think I can just stab a shim right here between these two and then tack this in a couple spots and then make sure that it works. And then hopefully it'll be good this time. Here, just to give you an idea of what it's looking like. It's not beautiful, but I cut right along that pipe, and then I've been kind of grinding it all clean. And it's definitely giving me the ability to pull these apart now. See, if I pull it all the way, we got about that much gap when it was against it when we started. So I cut all along the front. It was never attached on the side, but I kind of removed some material to give us some room to pull it over. Back here, I just cut along that back also, which that was mostly all broken too. I'm going to tack it probably 2 spots in the front, 2 spots in the back, and pull those shims out, see how it works. Alright, let's see how this goes. So this clamp can't open wide enough to clamp onto this, so that's why I'm holding it. Seems to be working. I have this thing working now without scraping. Yeah, we got pretty good gap there, finger width, almost finger width. Well, I guess let's see if we can continue that weld. functions. Yeah, we got pretty good clearance. We're clearing by probably 3/8 at the tightest spot. As long as it stays right there, we'll be good. I do wonder if I should take this off and weld around the edge of this sleeve. Because I can't really weld it here because it'll end up welding this arm to the bracket. Stand on this, trying to simulate having some weight on it. Doesn't look like it's trying to move over at all. Not a whole lot to see up close since I was pretty much just grinding everything off, but I've got no idea what I'm doing, so there's no point in judging what my welds look like. I'm just trying to make a strong connection. I pretty much just weld it on and then grind it off until you can't even see it. It's the only hope of having a decent looking anything. Alright, well, I just now looked at the time and noticed how late it is, so I'm calling it right there. This thing's repaired. Members can get back to using it once we get it back over to the gym. So I'm going to call that successful, unless it breaks the exact same way again. Nights like these always make me wish we had a little apartment here, because I hate to drive all the way home just to come right back in the morning. But anyway, I'll check with BestArc, see if they want to offer any type of promotion to anybody. If there is, I'll put it on the screen in the description. Besides that, I hope you guys found this a little bit interesting. I appreciate all the support all the time. Thank you guys for watching.